AAMA testing requirements for architectural grade windows. Welcome to Building Knowledge 101. In this video, we will discuss AAMA testing standards for architectural aluminum windows. Then after that, we apply misuse testing. So I mentioned university buildings, hospital buildings. Let's take a university, for example. Students are opening, closing windows. They're slamming them closed. They might be pulling them closed. They don't realize, but there's a stick in the window and it twists the frame, or they're pushing it open and one of the latches is still closed, so they're twisting the window. So that's misuse testing. Or someone trying to force entry, break into a building. They're prying the vent away from the frame. That's misuse testing. So the product goes through abuse testing, then it's cycled 2,000 more times. Then we measure operating force and latching force. So we want to make sure that the window hasn't been damaged and it takes more force now to operate the window, or the hardware hasn't been damaged. So again, more force to operate the window. So that is measured. It still has to comply with standards for operating force. Then we do air water testing, then thermal cycling. Because again, over time in the field, windows are going to be subjected to storms, water, cold mornings, hot afternoons. We simulate that through cycling. Then a structural test. And the structural test is performed at 1.5 times design pressure. So DP is design pressure. So I mentioned earlier, all windows are going to have a DP, or design pressure, that goes from 0 to 100. So let's say we're working with a window that's a DP 40. So it's going to be structurally tested to 1.45 times, or 60 positive PSF and negative PSF structural test. So 1.5 times the design pressure, then air water testing, and then a structural test again. So all of this is part of AAMA 910, and all AW windows have this additional testing that you see in front of you here as part of AAMA 910 to show you how, after 10 years in the field, how is that window going to perform? You know from NAF 17 how it's going to perform today when it's installed, but AAMA 910 gives you that assurance that an AW window over years of use in the field will continue to perform at the standard it was built to. That is all we have time for in this video. If you'd like to watch more of our 101 video series, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kawneer Company, Inc.